Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about the future of page builders, and that future being Gutenberg. Before I continue, buymeacoffee.com/MattReport. It's a great way to support me. It's where the conversation actually started today with WP Minute producer Justin Ferriman, founder of LearnDash, brought up a thought exercise in the Discord server asking about what the impact full site editing might have and will continue to have on page builders. With full site editing now in core, we have more functionality to change the layout of a WordPress site. It means our customers, our end users, beginner WordPress users now have this control to change the layout. And of course, with Gutenberg, bring out different page layouts as well with different types of content and functionality. And this has been a question on everyone's mind, right? Since Gutenberg started, we started questioning how will that impact page builders. Then we started certainly questioning that when we saw full site editing start to sprout up. And now that it's here, well, one has to wonder, how can a typical WordPress page builder survive for years to come? So unless you're Elementor, maybe even Divi, it's going to be a challenge. But I think it's the context that we're thinking of page builders. WordPress page builders will continue to be challenged. And now here's where I'll challenge you to think how I'm thinking. The future of page builders is actually Gutenberg. Let's just rewind the clock a little bit. When Matt talked at State of the Word this past year, he mentioned that Gutenberg is bigger than WordPress. That these little blocks, this little thing that we're playing with inside of WordPress pages and posts these days, that's actually bigger than WordPress itself, which is at like 43% of the internet, modern internet or modern websites. That's a pretty profound statement. I like to look at everything that Matt says and project 5 years out to what he's really anticipating. And I think that, sure, WordPress page builders are doomed, but you could build a page builder leveraging Gutenberg and meet the world that sort of Matt's projecting, and I guess we all might be moving in that direction. So here's the thing. Why have page builders struggled, or not all of them, but why has it been a challenge for any WordPress product to survive in WordPress? It's because of WordPress. It's because there's just all kinds of versions, there's all kinds of plugins, there's all kinds of hosting, there's all kinds of users, there's all kinds of use cases. And that has been a particular challenge, not just for page builders, but for any WordPress plugin to survive and thrive inside of WordPress. And page builders have always, well, not always, but can always be moving in a trajectory where they want to build their own hosted environment because, one, it's good for a business model, and two, it's good for user experience. They can control everything that they need to control with their page building experience devoid of WordPress, devoid of WordPress core. So if you look at something like Elementor, who's recently announced their cloud version, it's hypothetically thinking that's going to be a lot easier for them to roll out Elementor bug solutions, features, user tracking to enhance the product and enhance the business. Brizzy has done this for a few years now. And I'm sure there's a lot of other page builders that want to move in that direction. But it's a lot harder because you have to bring WordPress with you, right? So in order for them to achieve that, they either have to rework all of the core functionality of WordPress and customize it and do it their way, or they have to drag along WordPress core with them. But what if we embraced the future that I think Matt is speculating, that Gutenberg being bigger than WordPress? Well, what about if you were a page builder who embraced your own framework technology, your own layout, your own user experience, but you brought in Gutenberg as the core editing experience, and oh, by the way, you leverage open source and all of the new features that come into Gutenberg, just like you've been leveraging WordPress core features and benefits, but now you don't have to be locked into that core environment. That's where I think page builders can win. So WordPress page builders might be in trouble, but rolling your own page builder and leveraging the Gutenberg experience, that's a whole other thing to think about. I don't think this is going to happen anytime soon. I don't think it could not happen at all. But I think if you are looking to build a page building experience and you wanted, and for all the reasons you think it's challenging to do in WordPress, I think if you can find the way to start enhancing the adoption of Gutenberg outside of WordPress, this is a moment in time where you can get really ahead of the pack. This is where you can really stand out and build a solution that leverages open source, that leverages the good stuff of WordPress. And that's where I think page builders can win. I'm doing this video in my kids' toy room that's probably pretty noisy in the background. One of them just opened the door, but we're going to end it on that. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.